Hi, my name is James Cash. I was born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas during the days of total segregation in the Jim Crow South. I was taught to believe that golf was a sport exclusively for white people. So as a result, I didn't start playing golf until just before my 50th birthday, approximately 25 years ago. The thing I love most about the game of golf at this point in my life is the fact that I can continue to play the many beautiful courses with my wife, children, and friends. Our daughter is visiting us this week, and in fact, we're going to be playing 6 out of the 10 days that she's here. It's a very special sport. I began playing the game of golf after I joined the board of directors of General Electric. This was in the mid-90s. Jack Welch was the CEO. He was an avid golfer, and he would often take the board to golf outings after board meetings. It became very clear to me that there were very important exchanges of ideas and perspectives during those rounds, and certainly once they got to the 19th hole. I wanted to participate, and so I began to commit to learn the game of golf so I could join them. A couple of things became very clear and important to me. First of all, the game presents a continuous challenge, something that I personally really like and caused me to really fall in love with the game. Secondly, the handicap index permits people of different skill levels to play with each other and enjoy the game in a very competitive sense. And finally, the ability to participate in pro-ams, where you get to be on the playing field with the real professionals. This document over my right shoulder is from the TPC Boston, one of the courses where I basically got to play in a pro-am. Of course, TPC Boston is actually in Norton, but you can't do that in the other sports that I participated in, baseball and basketball. My wife often says, after 50 years of marriage, she's aware of only one vice that I have, and it's joining golf clubs. Making the game more approachable for others is one of the really important topics for the game of golf today. And it's something that I am totally invested in. The primary components of my thoughts about this actually are based on the work that my daughter, Tari Cash, is doing to make golf more accessible to women and people of color. The connection with Mass Golf is that her passion for golf was developed on courses around the state of Massachusetts. She took lessons from Kevin Rhodes at the country club. She then played at places like Farm Neck, Granite Lakes. She loved Leo J. Martin in Newton Weston. She's played the Boston Golf Club. Basically, the International out at Bolton, Mass. Was a place that she was constantly asking me to take her. This caused her to develop a passion that has led her today to be the founder of something called CitySwing, an indoor golf facility located in downtown Washington, D.C. Tari is actually working on this issue rather than talking about it. So why don't I let her talk about what she has learned about making the game more approachable.
Thanks, Dad. As mentioned, my name is Tari Cash. I'm the founder and CEO of CitySwing. I've been playing golf since I was about 16 and really excited and appreciate being here today. So before we talk about how CitySwing is making golf more approachable, I want to start with the reasons why people don't play. There's really 5 reasons that I hear on a very consistent basis in terms of why people are not playing golf. And the first and most common one is just representation. I hear people say, I don't know if I go to a golf course if I'm going to see anybody that looks like me, and that alone keeps them from starting. Secondly is the the time that it takes. I often hear people saying, golf is just too long and I don't have that much time in my day to dedicate to something that I don't even know how to do. The third reason is just people tend to feel overwhelmed getting started. They don't know where to go to take their first lesson. They've heard that there's a lot of rules and they don't know what those rules are. So it just feels very overwhelming to even get involved. The fourth is the perceived cost. Many people think that you have to buy a whole set of clubs. They think that you have to belong to a country club in order to start playing, and it just feels like it's too expensive, particularly when, again, they don't know how to play. And then the last is really just accessibility. And this is the reason that I started CitySwing. As more and more people live in downtown areas and there aren't that many courses close to them, it's hard to play. I started CitySwing because I wanted to keep my swing intact. I wanted to go someplace and just swing for 30, 45 minutes. And my club was a good 45 minutes to an hour away. So I hear from a lot of people that live in downtown areas that just accessing courses can be difficult. So given those barriers that I hear very often, let me tell you how CitySwing is addressing those barriers. First of all, we're located in downtown Washington, D.C. Our locations are very, very convenient. Secondly, people rent the simulator out in time increments of 30 or 60 minutes. So we've significantly reduced the time that it takes to actually play around and have fun swinging the club. Third, I have a very diverse team. We wear jeans and t-shirts. We play a lot of 90s hip hop music. So nobody walks into a CitySwing thinking that we are a stuffy golf club. And then last, we provide equipment and we really help people with their golf swing. Every single swing that they take, if they'd like instruction or they'd like someone to help them understand how to play better, then we do that. So that's really how CitySwing is making the game more accessible. As you might imagine, I think learning on a golf simulator is a great way to get started. It's far less intimidating, and the data and the feedback that you receive makes it a really great way to get started. But there's two other things that I often tell people that want to get started playing. First is to learn with a friend. Golf is all about relationships, and it's so much more fun when you have your foursome to play with. So find someone to learn with. Secondly, I think municipal golf courses are an incredible place to get started playing in the game. I am a big believer and champion in saving and preserving our municipal golf courses around the country. And we need to do this just to make sure that the game remains accessible to everyone. So go play on your local municipal golf course. So there's lots of reasons that I think people should play golf. For me, I actually started playing and getting very serious about it when I understood the professional benefits of playing. So when I recognized that the executives in my company and the people that I was trying to do business with received me differently, and we built relationships more easily when they understood that I was a golfer, that's when it really clicked for me that this is a sport and a game that I really needed to know how to play. But I don't think that we talk enough about the physical and the mental health benefits of golf. There is nothing more meditative to me than being out on a golf course by myself and walking it. So I think there's a lot of mental health reasons why people should start playing. Last, it's just a great game to do with your family and your friends for the duration of your life. And so I think for all of those reasons, golf is a great thing to get started in.
Some of my favorite courses in Massachusetts are obviously first the country club, but then Myopia. I love Farm Neck on Martha's Vineyard. I love Sankaty, Charles River. There are so many great courses in Massachusetts, and candidly, I love them all. So a course in Massachusetts that I haven't played but would really like to play would probably be Old Sandwich. I've heard such great things about it, and all my friends tell me it's much too tough a course for someone at my skill level, but I ignore that. I'd love to play Old Sandwich at some point. Without a doubt, the most exciting thing for me in the world of golf in 2022 is the US Open that will be right here at the Country Club. We will be able to demonstrate how a relatively small club can deliver an outstanding experience for traditional audiences while also pursuing diversity, equity, and inclusion goals in a very effective way. Let me provide a couple of more additional comments on both of these. First, the US Open. It's one of the world's most exciting events. And in fact, we will be crowning a national champion right here in Massachusetts in our front yard. For us at TCC, this is really about three things: community, history, and membership. What I mean by community, events like this bring people together with their communities, and when well done, they generate significant social and economic impact. The amazing support we're getting from the larger mass golf community underscores the popularity of this sport in our state. As just one measure of economic impact, the USGA suggests that this championship will generate more than $150 million for businesses in our region. With respect to history, the club has been a part of the fabric of golf in the United States since its beginning, and we think it's important to continue that tradition. We are a founding member of the USGA, and we've been a part of some of the most amazing events in golf. From Francis Ouimet's unexpected win to the improbable finish and comeback at the 1999 Ryder Cup. Those things are just amazing contributions to the game of golf, the history of the game of golf, and they were right here in the state of Massachusetts. Third, as a member-driven club, these are once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to work together on a world-class event. The support our members have shown for this event highlights the shared sense of purpose among our very special membership. And finally, our Lee Elder Internship Program, led by our member Macy Russell and supported by our club, will demonstrate one idea for addressing one of the biggest challenges facing the golf industry: increased diversity. It was important to the club's membership to develop something that could have a tangible and lasting impact on this challenge. Just to be clear, the reason we're doing this is because of the more than 2 million jobs across the $84 billion golf industry. Only a small fraction are held by people from underrepresented communities. The Lee Elder Internship is our way of helping to change this. During the week of the US Open, 25 individuals are going to have a chance to observe firsthand the many career pathways in golf. They're going to be able to hear from leaders in the industry. They're going to be able to establish connections that can benefit them for years to come, wherever they may land. It's really unfortunate that Lee, who was planning to join us in person, will not be able to celebrate this with us. But we hope he'll be proud of what takes place. He was such a remarkable person, just a tremendous example of perseverance. I'm happy to share that because we've had so many great applications, we're extending the deadline to March 1st. Anyone interested can visit tcc1882.org to get more information.